Alright, what's up? Ryman. So, how to get a job teaching English in Japan. So you heard my stories, and or maybe you just want to have your own stories. So, how I got a job in Japan was pretty straightforward. I went to gaijinpot.com. I filled out the what do you call it? I filled in my information, so my bio and my picture and my resume of what I did, where I graduated from, and then I searched for jobs. You can go by prefecture. I wanted to be in Tokyo, so I picked Tokyo, and then you just send them off an email. You pick the job, send an email. It gives you the option to write in a cover letter. We'll talk about that later, and then you wait. They usually have a little number that says how many people have applied. Usually the jobs that pay the most people apply, stuff like that. And then they respond back to you, they ask you some questions, they set up some interview, and then you do the interview and then you get the job. Pretty straightforward. Now, some tips to help you along with this process. One, in Japan, now, you might say, that's not fair. Well, it is Japan, and that's how they do it here. In Japan, you have to take a picture and put it on your resume. So that means somebody's like, this guy's ugly. We're not going to hire him. It could happen. So if you're ugly, but you never know, because you see this face right here? I think, it's my face. But when I got hired at one job, he's like, when I saw your face, I thought it was Eddie Murphy. I thought Eddie Murphy was going to work at our company. And I was like, oh my God, it's Eddie Murphy. I'm like, dude, why would Eddie Murphy want to be a teacher in Japan? But I couldn't say that because I got the job and oh, that's funny. Eddie Murphy. But you don't know how they're going to perceive your face. So anyway, but they are checking your face and the way you're dressed. So when I first applied for a job, I don't know. I had on like a sweater, kind of nice. I was relaxed, chillaxing. It was a picture I took when I was going to the club, so I was in like club clothes. I think I even had a hat on. He said, Matthew, why would you have a hat on? They said they wanted a picture. I didn't know it was like. So I sent the resume out, and no one responded back to me. I wonder why. And also, my email at the time was something, and it wasn't professional. It was kind of my music email address. Actually, my other channel is Messy Pro. That was my company. That was my email. That's what I sent them. And again, it's like, okay, we got this guy dressed up like a hoodlum, and his email is messy@yahoo.com. We're not gonna hire this guy. And no one did. No one responded. No one gave me a chance to explain why I picked these pictures. And that was that. So then, after my brother got his job in Japan for military, he was stationed out there. I was like, man, I got to try this again. So I made a new account, and I had something like, I love Japan @yahoo.com. And then I took some pictures of me in a suit, nice plain background, kind of profiling, like, yeah. And I sent out I applied to the same jobs, and then pew, 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 and I had all these hits. Like, yeah, we would like to have an interview with you. Are you interested? I'm like, yeah. So, you should take some time with the picture that you put up there, because this is what they are judging you by. I mean, there's other things there, but a picture is worth 1,000 words. Keep that in mind, man. And then your email, make it professional. And I didn't have this problem when I was applying, but Facebook, Twitter, all those things, if those are you. So if you got pictures of you like doing some random crazy ass shit, your best bet is to either A, make another Facebook, or B, use some name, hide it somehow, where they won't be able to find you. They won't be able to search you, because they will. Because, I am a Harvard student. What's a student? I am a Harvard student and I would like to teach English. Okay, that sounds nice. They Google Tom, and then Tom is also a partier. And here's him throwing up on his girl who's half naked. Yeah, we want him to work with us. You know, I mean, it's your own business, but, hide that. Because the people who are hiring you are not stupid. They're young people. They also party. But they have the job. You don't. So do all that you can so you don't end up being in the "this guy's too crazy for us" pile. Alright, what else can you do? Don't be nervous. I mean, that's easier said than done. But, I mean, if you graduated from college, which we could talk about, I didn't graduate from college. In fact, we'll talk about it right now. If you didn't graduate from college, the chances of you getting a job through Gaijin outside of Japan are not the best. Now, it is possible, but I never tried it. I wouldn't suggest it, but hey, it's your life. It might be a cool adventure to come out here and try. But it's not something I did. It's not something I would want someone to go through, because there's a lot of stress in it. I hate not knowing if I'm going to be kicked out the country. That's another story with the visa and all that. We'll go into that some other time. But yeah, so I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. It was there, but then it went somewhere else. Nah, but as a teacher, or if you graduated, here we go. If you graduated, then you have one part of the puzzle. All right, so here's that piece of paper. And all it is a piece of paper. It says, Temple University, graduated, blah, 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 blah. And that paper, it says to them that you are qualified to teach. Just a piece of paper. Now, if you don't have one, then, yeah, you might be qualified to teach. You might have 16 brothers and sisters, and you taught all of them algebra when they were 5 years old. But it doesn't matter. I don't make the rules. I don't even like the rules, but they're not my rules. So you need a piece of paper. You got the paper. That's one. Two, you need to have a visa or a passport. So if you don't have a passport, go get one. They're free. Well, they're not free, but it's not so hard to get one. You need one so you can travel. So get one. Three, you need to be likable. You're working with kids. You need to come off like someone who's going to be fun to be around. So to pick up the phone, like, "Hey, how you doing?" "I'm doing fine." If you're all like, "Emo, I don't like kids," work on that. Just practice. Get in the mirror and be like, "I like kids. I like kids. I like kids." Yeah. But because it's a job. They want to have people who are friendly and fun to be around. And the kids don't, kids learn better when they're having fun. So it's a win-win for everybody, unless you are just not fun. So think of that. The picture thing, you got to look friendly. So I have seen teachers with like full beards, mustaches, and this. In fact, at some points, I did have a beard and a little scrubbly coming on. And I went to school just as that. But I would suggest that for the picture, you find one where you shaved and you're looking all your Sunday best. So I don't want to shave. Well, then that's all you, man. I don't know what to tell you. All right, and what else? And that's really all you need. And then you just got to fill out the application. Now, you might be lacking in a lot of areas, such as I never taught anybody. How can I teach Japanese kids? It's a good question. And the simple answer is you can't. But you will learn, and they know that. They had this system set up for a long time, and they train you, and you kind of, like, literally, they throw you in the water. If you sink, you die, you go home. I mean, actually, I don't want to say it that way, scare people. "Oh, I'm going to go." No. But they put you in a situation where it's like, there's not much, they're not going to hold your hand. The company has hired maybe 50, 60, 100, 300, 500 teachers. All they're going to do is introduce you to the school. They're going to give you some numbers to call. They're going to tell you how it works. and then they just send you off. And then you go in there, hello, my name is Tom, I'm from America. And the kids are kids. They smell your fear, they attack. Ah! They see that you're someone to respect, they respect you. They see that you're lovable, they love you. They find out that they hate you, they hate you. It's all up to you. I mean, I don't want to put the pressure on you and all that, but that's the training you get, and most people do pretty well. The first day is really kind of nervous. The first week is tough, but after a month, you kind of get into the flow of things. Plus, you don't really do a lot of work here. Well, I don't. A lot of people I know don't. Maybe you will. Hope you don't. Maybe you want to work. I don't know. But you kind of have some times where you can reflect and think and stuff. So, yeah. So they just want to see that or get a sense of that. So if you can put in your little resume any clubs you're in or anything that you did where you kind of overcame some obstacles, they'll love you. You know. Second question you may be asking is, I don't speak Japanese, or I don't speak it so good. Well, neither do I, and I've been here 7 years.